your time. It's his time. It's Bam time, man. It's time to shine. Welcome back to the main channel. We've been on the other side of Bam. If you haven't been there, type in the other side of Bam. I'm gonna pop up, and we've been dropping vlogs on there. We have another vlog dropping this week. Probably gonna drop within the next couple of days. Just getting a little more footage for y'all. Anyways, yeah, that's where we've been at. But we back on this channel. We just alternate right now. You know, I had to switch it up. You know, I like to vlog and be out and about in real life. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to put that content on a separate channel. Y'all know the real, bro. Y'all already know. I don't gotta say that again. But anyways, I ain't gonna talk too much because you know we ain't been on this channel. I don't want y'all to click off the vid. We have something that I actually saw clips of this on Twitter. I didn't see an entire transcript. So this is more of a breakdown than a reaction. Then I have another video I'm gonna react to. Hopefully I can combine these two. Hopefully I got enough camera battery to do it. And yeah, so pretty much Noah Lyles says something about how NBA champions aren't world champions or something like that. I saw parts of it on Twitter. So the parts of it I saw on Twitter I'm more so gonna break down. I didn't see the 100% full transcript, so we about to break down to it. We try to switch it up. Usually I don't react to anything basketball on here, but you know, that's what we gonna get into today. Make sure the volume up.
I have to watch the NBA Finals, and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, and putting on their flag to show that they...
So boom. Okay, so I guess if this is the entire thing that I've already seen, I've already saw this. So this is more of a breakdown. Y'all know when it's a breakdown versus a live reaction. So let's run it back. Hold on.
NBA Finals, and they have world champion.
Wait.
Is that I have to watch the NBA?
Is his nail painted?
NBA Finals, and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States?
So boom. In technical terms, technically speaking, from a technical standpoint, and this is, like I said, technical standpoint, the NBA champion is technically not a world champion because you technically do not play against every team except when you're competing in the World Cup and you get the gold medals after you beat all the countries. And the NBA players have done that plenty of times. The USA team has done that plenty of times. But technically speaking, for the world champion, you're not a world champion when you win an NBA title. Technically, from a technical standpoint, if that's what he's trying to say, he's right from a technical standpoint. I think where I saw the NBA players are like, first and foremost, where NBA players is like, wait, hold on. Is for one, hearing how this man was talking. I don't know where he's from. I'm not trying to disrespect. Man, I ain't disrespecting where he's from. I don't even know where he's from, where he, you know. But the way he's saying it, like, listen, he's like, world champion of what? Like the way he's talking. I don't know if that's his accent. I don't know if that's actually how he speaks. It's just the world champion of what? It's, you know, when somebody's trying to be funny, but it wasn't even like the, what are y'all world champions of? It was world champion of what? Like the way he said it. That's probably, that would have threw me off to like, why are you talking like that? I don't know if that's his accent. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, you know, from a different area, you know, but it just, that sounded like you were trying to make a joke. So I could see why some NBA players is like, wait, hold on, what are you trying to say? So
don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world.
I think his nails is painted.
That is not the world. We are the...
His nails is painted. I thought I was tripping, but his nails are painted.
The world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
So he's, like I said, from a technical standpoint, he was right about them not technically being world champions after they win an NBA title. However, well, respect to overseas players, because there's probably a good amount that deserve an NBA contract. Let's just be real. That's the fact. Well, respect to the overseas players. Well, respect. We're not gonna knock getting an overseas contract. That's a big accomplishment. You're a pro, and you're making a lot of money off playing basketball. Well respected. But we're not going to, I think this is where the NBA players was coming. The NBA players are the best players in the world. They are the best players in the world. The players who we talk about and argue are the 3 greatest players ever played in the NBA. There's no player out there in a different country that represents a flag that he's talking about that is better than Steph Curry, that is better than Jamal Murray, that is better than Dame, Kyrie, LeBron, KD. Bro, and people might say you're naming the best of the best. Well, we're talking about the NBA Finals. We're talking about players who've gotten to the NBA Finals. So the players that have gotten to the NBA Finals were the best of the best, which is why I'm naming the best of the best. Kobe Bryant. The best player the person who's universally regarded, even now there's debates about LeBron or it's Kobe, whoever, but the person who's always been regarded as the best player ever to touch a basketball played in the NBA. The former all-time leading scorer in points played in the NBA. The current all-time leading scorer plays in the NBA. The people who we regard as the greatest shooters ever play in the NBA. We saw when you put Kobe, LeBron, KD, not even Melo, D-Wade. We saw when we took NBA players and put them against other countries what happened. There's times where they didn't go all the way back in the day. But how many times did they go all the way and win the gold medal? We saw what happened when you put the best of the best. There's not an overseas team that's gonna beat these teams. I'm naming the best of the best because you're talking about NBA champions. You're talking about getting to the NBA Finals, and the best of the best get to the NBA Finals. Right now, the USA team, have they lost yet? I don't even think they've lost. I haven't even been keeping up with them. Somebody fact check it for me. I don't even think that they've lost yet. The best of the best play in the NBA or trying to get to the NBA. Are there players overseas that deserve NBA money? Most definitely. We're not saying, I'm not going to sit here and say it's no overseas players. It's probably a group of them who deserve a contract. We're not going to sit here and say that. But the best NBA, Isaiah Thomas, what did he say? When he got to the NBA, he played against Kobe. He's like, wow, I'm on the same court as Kobe. You're trying to get to that stage to play against the best of the best. Nobody's diminishing being overseas. But from a technical standpoint, you're right. They're not world champions. They're probably more of a world champion when they play in the World Cup and stuff like that. That's where they're technically, you could call them world champions from a technical standpoint. So he's right from a technical standpoint. But I think the thing that threw the NBA players off was the whole world champion of what, like the way he was talking. Like, I don't know if that's how he actually speaks, but it was the way he was talking, all this extra, you know what I'm saying? It was just weird. But the best of the best play in the NBA, you can't dispute that, bro. The best players of all time played in the NBA. We're not gonna sit here and say playing in China, playing in Greece, playing here, playing here. We're not gonna sit here and try to downplay that like that's some, you know how like regular people who don't know anything about basketball try to downplay. Oh, he's gonna be playing in China soon. He's gonna be playing in Greece. Though we're not talking about. I'm not one of those who make them weird jokes. Sometimes it's funny. It's funny sometimes just because of who's saying it. It's usually an entertainer saying that. But I understand, like, no, playing in China, playing in Greece, that's a blessing. Playing overseas or playing in a country, that's playing in the UK, bro, that's a blessing. You're a pro. You can get to the NBA from there. Some greats from in the NBA played there. But the bottom line is the best players in the world are in the NBA. The best basketball players, the top 3 basketball players that everybody says is the top 3, majority of people, some people are people who have these crazy lists are players who played in the NBA. That's just what it is. That's why they call themselves world champions. But from a technical standpoint, no allows is right in terms of when you win, you didn't win against other countries to get to the NBA Finals or to win that NBA Finals. You probably did when you played in the World Cup. But then NBA players have proved it. We all band together and play these other countries where we demolish these other countries. There's times where they didn't win, but there's so many times where they did win. So the fact of the matter is, bro, the best players in the world are in the NBA, and that's not even up for argument. The best players, there's nobody overseas better than bro. I named how many did I name before? I can name 15 right now. There's no player overseas better than these 15 players. I don't care what you say, they're not better than them. And again, you can't say, oh, you're naming the best 15 in the NBA. Bro, we're talking about the NBA Finals. So I'm naming the players who have reached there. We're not talking about first round. We're talking about players who have reached the NBA Finals. So that's on that. We're gonna get to the next vid. You know, I think I'm just gonna wait. Let me see. How long is this vid already? This vid is 11 minutes. Shit, this video's. I guess we can do a 2-on-1. Let's go.
Spitting or shitting with this world champion comment.
Look at me, man. Do you?
Wait, hold on.
With no allows, spitting or shitting with this world champion comment.
Look at me, man. Do you?
Was he? I mean, the delivery wasn't good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, what he was saying was weird.
What he meant, I understand what he was trying to say, though.
Exactly. I literally said, I broke it down too. I said, from a technical standpoint, he's right.
And I kind of I low key agree. Like, I feel like if the NBA champion, yeah, you are winning the championship for the United States of America. Like, but there are other leagues around the world, so it's like, why don't the NBA champions play against the Euro Cup champions and just play for the World Championship? Like, since we're in an era right now where the game is getting better, the Europeans are running the league right now, so it's like it's kind of like yeah, well, we need to just put it all. Let's just put it all to bed. Let's just put it all to rest. Like, let's just
Talk your shit, man.
our like the Denver who won the championship should play against whoever won the championship in the Euro Cup and meet for the World Championship.
So they have done that before. Back in the day, they used to do the McDonald's Championship. So the Bulls went there in '97, Spurs went there in '99, smacked the shit out of the teams.
But was it real though?
No. It was October. It was training camp.
It was October.
So it's not. Oh, so it's not real.
No.
Oh, that's not that.
But they did it nonetheless. Rashad.
Like you said, the delivery's off. You know what I'm saying? Because black people don't like arrogance, how you say shit. But, you know, Pop said almost the same thing he said. White man said, you know, everybody stay the fuck quiet. They don't say shit.
So you agree with him?
Can I talk?
I just want
Can I talk? Can I talk? Pop say the same shit. This nigga say, anybody say shit. Now this nigga said, all the niggas get up, triggered, feel some type of way about what he's saying. I just want to know, where are the lies?
That's what I'm saying. What he said wasn't a lie from a technical standpoint. From a technical standpoint, he wasn't lying. It was just the whole world champion of what? Like, it was just that. Like, bro, why are you doing all that?
That he's told.
Now, if you would have said that and if you would have said, like, I mean, you know, but they did their thing, but they got to play against there's other leagues where they won their championship, so play against them to compete for the world championship. Then we'll know who's really the world champion if we really want to do it like that. And if somebody still came at him for saying something like that, then people are just too sensitive.
What is it that he told that whatever he said that is not correct? The NBA is a league. The NBA champs are the people who win in that league.
Yeah.
And I've created something called the World Basketball League, where we want them and them UAEs and
But are NBA players the best
I
players
would say
in the world, though?
the Arabian folks. The Arabian
I
folks.
understand.
You know what I'm talking about. Dubai, UAE, come over and start the
Gil being
the
so
World
quiet, he
Basketball
like,
League,
bro, this
right?
bullshit.
Where you match the
he
funds
laughing too,
and the
like, bro.
salary to the NBA because the NBA is the most paid, highest paid league in the world, which is why everybody wants to play in the NBA because we get bread, right? So you play against the world. Play against the world. How are we going to find out who the world championship if you're talking about the NBA? Pop said there ain't no flags being rolled. Ain't nobody. What we doing?
One thing I'll say, the overseas players, the reason why I think I sometimes I look at it and be like, wow, that seems so dope. You might gravitate to it more because they're more within reach than the NBA than the NBA is. You see them like, wow, it looks like they appreciate the little, like people even say like when you go play against countries and stuff, the refs, like in the World Cup, they're more lenient. Like they don't call certain things. It's like the defense is more intense. They say in the NBA the defense isn't intense anymore, and I agree. You know, I'm not like I said, what he said technically wasn't lying. It was just how he like. What are you like? Were you saying that to be funny? Like I'm confused.
Boy, if Pop saying it, ain't that what the code is? Ain't that what the code is? That's what.
That's real.
When Pop say some shit, everybody bow the fuck down. I'm just trying to see what the uproar is. What everybody so upset for?
Are you
What everybody so triggered? Everybody so triggered. Like, what you triggered for?
Are you agreeing with Pop then?
I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just giving my perspective.
What is your perspective?
My perspective is there should be a world league where everybody plays for the world check, or we just don't call it.
Now here's ignorance, right? The NBA is the best league in the world. The best players gravitate here. Are we correct?
Because it's the best paid league.
And it's the best league.
It's the best league because of money.
And the best league.
Best
the best
money. It's the
talent
best
in the world
because
is
of money.
here.
Because of money.
No, just
because of money. If
When they
it's
was
the
paying
same,
40,000 and 50,000 when Charles Barkley and them was here, Euros were getting paid more. They were coming here.
some, a handful, just
Okay.
a handful. Now it's
All right.
now they're running the league.
Now-
But if the money was the same in Europe,
Cool.
the league it would be crazy.
Okay, cool.
You have
The
players.
problem
everywhere.
is, dudes start off with, this is what makes me mad. Like it irritates him that a league sport calls themselves world champs. He's an individual. So he thinks individually. He trains individually for his sport, right?
So do we.
No, we do, but we didn't get grouped into a team atmosphere. He gets to play by himself. He gets to go by himself. He don't actually
Who is he
need.
representing, Gil?
He don't need to represent USA.
He is, though.
No, he has to because that's the only way to be considered the man. But he don't. He's running for
he's
himself.
from USA.
Just like the other three people on that team, they're running for themselves.
On that
They're
who?
not running for
You
the
said
country.
on a team. You said on that team.
When they do 4x100,
Wait a minute, Gil.
when they do 4x100, they're a team. Other than that, they're individuals. There were 3 Americans in
Is
the
it a team
200.
or not a team?
I didn't interrupt you. You told me not to interrupt you, right?
You're right.
In the 200, the event he won for the 3rd time, there's 3 Americans. Do you think they're running for the country or they're running for themselves? Themselves.
He is a runner.
Number 2 was an American. He didn't even shake number 1's hand. He didn't celebrate with the winner. He didn't give a fuck about that because that's the goal that he wanted, that he trained for. We don't get that privilege. See?
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Hold on.
Yes, we do. If I'm
No,
MVP,
no,
if I'm MVP, I'm MVP. That's me. That's me, nigga. That's me. That's me. That's me.
That's not a world MVP.
Let me add to Gil's point.
So you would Gil?
Of course.
Absolutely with fucking Gilbert. The fuck y'all think?
That's cool. I mean, I think both y'all wrong. I think both y'all wrong. I don't agree.
Let me ask you this.
I don't agree.
When they say Michael Phelps, do they say USA won all them gold medals? Women, do they say Michael Phelps?
USA.
No,
What are you talking about?
No.
What does this have to do with anything that we're talking about?
It ain't got nothing
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Training as an
This has nothing to do
I'm
with what we're
waiting on
talking
them to
about.
get to the point.
I got to the point.
He's training as an individual.
But that's not what he's talking about.
Yes, it is.
His mindset is
It's the same
individualized.
individualized.
Right?
Same shit, man.
So hold on. So in his sport, the first two, the fastest people in America, the fastest, automatically gets the fastest. The best players in the NBA don't get a chance to win the gold. We got to be selected by a group of people.
That's true. That's true. You have to be selected to go play. You can't just,
You want to put it to fairness, where we get to use our individual skills? You know how they say Joker is the best player in NBA? Then let's do individual skill work. One-on-one. Okay. Is he the best player in the world now?
We don't know.
Huh?
We don't know.
No,
Is he going to beat?
He's not beating any of them. He's not beating anybody one-on-one, bro. That's not. I see what he's getting at. Jokic is not beating a lot of players. Like, he's not beating LeBron, Kate. Like, he's not beating them one-on-one. They're gonna destroy him one-on-one. But in a game 5-on-5 setting, he's amazing. Which is how
We don't know. 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 We don't know.
That sounds like
we don't know. You guys are just talking.
That sounds like an
That's
opinion.
a fact.
That ain't no fact. That ain't no fact. That ain't no fact. That ain't no
Luke
fact.
does not
That ain't no
beat
fact.
Jimmy Butler,
That ain't no
Devin
fact.
Booker,
That ain't no
Kawhi Leonard. He is not beating Kevin Durant in no one-on-one tournament.
Four of the best niggas in the league are European. Four of the best niggas in the league are European. Four of the best niggas in the league are European. No, four of the best niggas in the league are European. Nigga, fuck that.
Who's the best shooter in the world?
Fuck that.
Who's the
I'm not
best shooter in the world?
I'm not rolling with that.
Who is the best shooter in the world?
Stephen Curry.
my point. You take Steph Curry to a different country, he outshoots anybody. He's the best shooter in the world. Simple.
Number one, if they had a shooting, a three-point contest in the World Games, who's winning it?
We're talking about one thing.
Who's winning
We're talking about one
Who's
thing.
winning the one-on-one?
We're talking about, we don't know.
Who is winning?
We don't know.
Hey man, bro, this video is a little too long. I'm damn near catch up with this one on my own, man. Anyways, if y'all like the video, y'all like my breakdown, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and check out the Other Side of Bam channel too, man. We out.